Hello, welcome back to Talk Football Live. How you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. Happy to be back. The games
By the
are
way,
going.
why are you guys wearing black? What's the deal? I didn't get the memo.
Yeah, you didn't get the memo. We only sent it to each other.
Adidas is coming in now, so we want to start letting them know we're ready.
See this Chelsea guy. Ayo, be careful. Be careful of Chelsea people.
I sent the memo to send it to you.
They can't be trusted.
You know they already sponsor Arsenal, so Charles is undercover Arsenal fan, so we're trying to work.
He and DJ Roy. They just
that's why the real Arsenal fan is not wearing Adidas.
You guys see more Arsenal news than us Arsenal fans.
I'm telling you, these guys will. Charles and DJ Roy, they wake me up with Arsenal news. That's how much they love Arsenal. You know. Anyway, come out when you're comfortable.
Okay,
We'll take
till
it.
then.
We'll take it. Anyway, welcome back, guys. It's good to have you back. Great games, great midweek games, and we're here to talk about week 31, I believe.
31.
Wow. That's it. 31.
Now we're getting closer. Liverpool is not losing their grip on the league table. I for one think it's gone. But you know,
teeth in it.
Whatever. For the hopefuls, keep hoping. That's all I can tell you. I think the focus is more on the second, third, fourth, fifth, depending on how many spots APL get this coming season for Champions League. Folks like Charles are really praying that they expand the chances so that they can make it. As it is right now, they have no chance of coming to Europe. They are at the outskirts of Europe, playing teams like Soviet and Noah. So I'm sorry, guys. We should be talking about predictions, but every time I see Charles, I just get excited. And I like to talk about Chelsea a lot. Anyway, guys, Ira, can you please bring up the fixtures and let's look at the games. We're going to be taking the predictions for these weekend games. All right. So I go one by one. I'll go from Ayo to Charles. Ayo, actually, I'm going to switch it around because this is Everton Arsenal. So I'll start with Charles. Charles, Everton Arsenal. Give me your prediction.
Arsenal is always tough for me to predict because I care about Arsenal so much.
Oh my god.
You know.
Hey, maybe you said I should come out, man. I'm coming out. Anyway, so the most was not. Everton seems stepped up since Moyes took over, but I think Arsenal, they have their groove back, and I think they will easily take this. I don't know what the scoreline will be. I can't guarantee Arsenal will have a clean sheet, but I think Arsenal will get the 3 points. So I'll call it win for Arsenal.
Amen. Ayo, you agree?
I think so. My only concern is our recent defensive injury issues. I hope we can shuffle the back four and allow the boys more time to recover ahead of Madrid. Not necessarily because I think we'll win against Madrid, but because I don't want to see us blown out 4-5-0 at least. So hopefully we can give Gabriel and Timber some time to rest in this game and still come away with the win. I think Kivo should be able to handle this game. If he can't handle anyway, he's gone in the summer hopefully already. But
have you seen Everton?
That aside. Yeah, I know. I talked about them at the weekend. I said Everton don't lose right now.
Yeah, they are.
I said they were going to lose,
Game
right?
30.
But they've been great.
You did.
I
mean, Liverpool was lucky to win today. That's how good they've been.
Yes. That game should have. If he ended a draw, it would have been a fair result. I think. So.
Yeah. I mean, so worst case scenario, Arsenal can get a draw in this game, but I think Arsenal can push through, find a way to get a win.
Okay.
Do you guys think Everton can beat us now? Considering
Ayo, Kivio versus Beto. Ayo, just think about that.
My only saving hope, grace, whatever you want to call it, is the fact that Saliba is still fit and will hopefully be beside him, and Rice is at the top of his form right now. So,
I think if you cut off Beto's supply, you should be good, and that's where the like Rice Partey will come.
If we can get some goals in quickly, getting 2-3 goals, I think we will concede with Kivio. That's okay. So if we can get a 3-1 win, that should be okay.
All right.
Yep.
Let's move on. Ayo, Crystal Palace Brighton.
Brighton are pretty. I'm gonna go with the 2-2 draw in this game.
2-2 draw. Okay.
2-2 draw.
Charles, you agree?
I wouldn't disagree. Crystal Palace, Brighton. I think that would make sense.
Okay. So no one sees a win for Brighton. They lost. They lost
a win. I think it's for Crystal Palace.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Charles, and maybe you want to start with an apology to Ipswich. Was it you or I that said they would never win a game?
It's Wolves I owe an apology. It's already an apology.
Okay. Did somebody say Ipswich would never win a game?
That's Ayo makes bold comments like that, not me.
No, I didn't say that about Ipswich. Maybe earlier in the season.
They've won a game. They've won a game.
They've actually
won. They won more than a game because they beat Chelsea too.
You know what? Moving on. Ipswich Wolves. So here's the thing. My apology is going to be for Wolves. Not an apology anyway, so I was just predicting. I was convinced West Ham would beat Wolves, but that did not happen. So I think Wolves will be waking up from their slumber. Ipswich, on the other hand, I don't know how they did it. They beat Bournemouth. So is it a one-game glitch? We shall see. Both teams are kind of fighting relegation. I mean, Wolves is out of the top, the three bottom teams, but
Kunai will be back for this game.
I'm sorry?
Kunwa.
Cunha will be back.
Yeah.
Cunha will be back, yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what Ipswich pulled today, maybe it's a one-game wonder. So I'll give it to Wolves. I think Wolves can beat Ipswich in this.
Honestly,
a draw is possible also.
Well.
I mean, this is a relegation battle game.
Very well. They just don't win.
It is.
Okay.
I'm saying it can be a draw, but I'm giving it to Wolves.
You're giving it to Wolves. Okay. Yeah. Ayo, any comments, Ayo?
No, I mean, relegation battle really can't tell.
It can go either way, yeah.
It can go either way.
Yeah. Ayo, West Ham, Bournemouth.
West Ham, Bournemouth. I don't know. Is it? I think Justin Kluivert was out today, so that's probably a big factor why Bournemouth lost that game against Wolves. I don't know if he'll be back for this game yet or not. I'm gonna go with a draw in this game as well.
Okay.
Yeah, probably a 1-1 draw.
All right. Ayo, Charles, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest.
This is a tough one. This is a very tough one. Nottingham Forest, man, they're in the Champions League. I mean, not officially, but I think they're in there. Aston Villa are pushing for Europe also. So that's going to be a tough game.
Yeah.
So it's safe to just say this will be a draw. 2-2 draw, something of sort. Because both teams are on good form right now and they have something to play for. Aston Villa cannot decide to slack off because everybody's fighting for that fourth, fifth position, even 6th, 7th. Nottingham Forest, on the other hand, the likes of City, Newcastle, Chelsea are on their tail, so they can't afford to mess up either. So it's going to be a tough game. I'll give it a draw because I think both teams are in very good form to perform.
It'll be such a good game.
Yeah, it will be a good game. A draw doesn't get Villa to anywhere. That's the fact. They need the 3 points to climb.
They need the win.
They need it more than Nottingham Forest does, but
they need
Forest just chill.
Nottingham Forest can afford to lose this game. They will still be number 3.
Yeah,
they'll still be number 3. Okay. Ayo, you agree with the prediction from Charles?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Ayo, I'm gonna give you Brentford, Chelsea.
You better beg me.
Man. and Ayo is a prophet.
At this point, I'm tired.
When he says something like this,
I think Chelsea will bounce back from their loss tomorrow in this game.
Wow, I like the way he's putting it. Oh my god!
You know what? I know.
Right.
The question is, would I
you see what I did there?
Lose one game.
I love it. Keep going.
So they will lose against Spurs tomorrow, as at the time of this recording. But I think they will beat Brentford. I expect the Brentford win.
So the question is, do I rather Chelsea lose to Spurs and beat Brentford or the other way around? I'd rather we beat Spurs. That London rivalry still stands.
And lose to Brentford?
Lose to Brentford?
Yeah, I won't go that far, but let's beat Spurs first.
Okay, so he wants to take the 2.
One game at a time.
All right. Brentford, Chelsea. Okay, so Charles, if you were to predict, what would you say?
I predict a Chelsea win because it's Chelsea and this is Brentford, you know. But of course, Chelsea lately they've been acting somehow. But I predict a Chelsea win because, like we've been talking about Aston Villa, talking about Nottingham Forest, talking about teams that have something to play for. Chelsea has something to play for. If we win all our games, we can be in Europe easily in Champions League, not just any Europe, but the main Europe. So,
Okay. So you know you are in the outskirts right now.
on that note, I think Chelsea has what it takes to beat Brentford, and hopefully they really keep that in mind and fight to the end. But yeah, Brentford is they're really, really performing right now too. So it's not going to be a walk in the park, but I'll give it to Chelsea.
And I think your regular, I mean, the Maresca's team is back. It's going to have Palmer and Jackson back.
Jackson is back.
That's his squad.
Lavia is
that's his squad. He's been winning with that setup. So, and I think that's his best setup. Palmer and Jackson. When he has Palmer and Jackson on the team.
Well, with Lavia in the midfield, but without Lavia, we're still
no. Actually, Lavia has been coming in. It's always been Casido, Enzo.
No. So the point I'm trying to make is this: if you look at the whole season, some of our best games were the games Lavia played in. There weren't that many, but because I've watched all Chelsea's games, I haven't missed a single game this season. I can tell you, when Lavia plays, the Enzo Caicedo combo.
Are you talking about the game, or are you talking about results? You've had more results.
I'm talking about results. Yes.
Lavia.
The Enzo Caicedo combo is not as defensively strong as Enzo Lavia or Caicedo Lavia.
But they've won more game with Lavia playing.
Yes. So overall, yeah, you're right. Enzo Caicedo and Caicedo have played more together, so that's probably what we'll call Maresca's team. And with Jackson and Palmer back, that would help too. That would really ease the team. So yeah, like you're right. We do have our full team back. So yeah, we hope for the best. And when it seems like when Jackson plays, Palmer plays better. So that's where when Palmer doesn't play good, the whole team doesn't play well. So we hope Jackson's return will help Palmer.
Okay, we shall see. But I think you can take the points. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, you have your regular team back, and I think you can take the point from both Spurs and Brentford if you play very well.
Thanks for being kind, Biodun.
Expect them to win that game.
I mean, it doesn't change a thing with me. So
yeah.
I already played you. I'm not playing you again this season, so I don't care.
Fair.
Fulham, Liverpool. Charles.
No one should be predicting against Liverpool. Yeah, they struggled against Everton, but they're gonna grind it out. They're gonna grind it out. 1-0 here, 2-1 here. I think they're gonna definitely get a win. 3 points in this game.
For Liverpool?
Yes.
Okay. Ayo?
I expect Fulham, Liverpool?
Yes sir.
I mean, if Arsenal can do it, why can't Liverpool, right?
Grind out the win.
Well,
yeah.
You forget that we played a 2-2 draw. We played a 1-1 draw at their home.
Yeah, but you beat them 2-1.
At the Emirates. Liverpool is going to Fulham.
Liverpool's going to Craven Cottage. I think Liverpool will grab a win from this game.
They should.
Fulham are playing well this season, but there's something about their defense that they still don't have solidly. I don't know if it's that Lukic is not very good at cutting out or protecting the back four. Antonio Robinson has improved a lot. Man, he's one of the best attacking fullbacks in the league at the moment, but sometimes defensively he still gets cut out.
Yeah.
So I can see Salah taking advantage of that.
Okay.
Yeah. And what about our countryman? Calvin plays very well. Yeah, Calvin. I think he plays very well.
Again, same thing with Antonio Robinson. Calvin Bass is excellent. I mean, he's great.
Excellent.
He plays the way
positioning sometimes.
Excellent might be. Yeah. So that's what I was going to point out. Positioning sometimes, and then he has these little silly errors that he makes sometimes that tend to catch him out. But he plays the way you expect a ball playing defender to play. He's very strong. He's definitely a top 6, top 8 defender. Is he top 4 championship quality? Maybe not. Maybe just below that. But he's young, still improving. So I think at the moment, though, there's still some weaknesses in that Fulham defense.
All right. Awesome. Good. Who wants to take Spurs Southampton? Is it worth predicting?
Yeah, Spurs.
This is how you guys disrespect team, and you come back and start apologizing.
No, so
what if
Southampton have actually been playing decently.
Ipswich beat Spurs at some point. You guys remember?
However, Spurs have their full team back, and they're away, and the style of football that Spurs plays, I think it will be too much for Southampton to handle.
So, what's your prediction?
Oh, Spurs win. No question.
Okay, Charles.
You don't need to
agree, disagree.
For the rest of the season, I'm predicting Southampton will lose. I'm not saying they won't win again, but I'm predicting they will lose every game.
They will lose. Okay, every time I see Southampton, just
keep
predicting.
Don't bother predicting. Don't bother even asking. Okay. Now, if they win or draw, don't say I should apologize. I'm not saying they're not going to win. I'm just saying my own prediction for the rest of the season is Southampton loss.
Okay. All right. This last game, the plan is to have a separate sort of viewers. Please continue to like, share, subscribe, and share the word with your friends and family as well. We will be having another video that digs further into Man United, Man City game. Well, I'm just going to take a quick prediction and just look at this game. Maybe take a few minutes to discuss this game. Man City, first leg, Man City, Man U. And Man United won. They have not beaten City in a long time. They won the first leg. Amorim, and that was right after Amorim beat Man City with his former team, right?
Yep.
Now they're going back to Old Trafford with his current team. We saw the game they played against Nottingham Forest. They had 20 shots on goal, I believe. They didn't score. They lost it. They're doing okay. I mean, until they lost that game, they won back-to-back games, and it felt like, hey, they've arrived. Man City's not been great. They're struggling, pendulum, going up and down. How do you see this game? I'm going to start with you, Ayo. What do you think is going to happen in this game?
Well, I want to disagree a little bit that Man City have been struggling because their last couple of games, they seem to be getting those wins back in. I wouldn't quite say they're back. They've brought in this boy O'Reilly, who I think he's bringing in an unpredictability factor. Jack Grealish is also playing very well. So
because he scored after 2-3 years, is that why he's playing very well? Keep going.
No, not just today. And I'll put that aside. But I think Man City. I wouldn't go as far as to say they're back, but I think Pep is going to do enough to grind things out and get the results in this game. So I'm not saying this is going so well for Man U. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Charles, what do you think? How is this game going to look like? I mean,
I would say
is Man U going to
City is back offensively. Although now they are pulled back with the absence of Haaland, so it's shaky. Defensively, they are still working out the kinks. But regardless of all that, I think this game will be a very, 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 very interesting game. And I also think Man U I don't know what happened to them against Nottingham Forest. They just couldn't hack it. But I think when Bruno Fernandes steps up and plays like he should, the other team members tend to wake up and put in their shifts. And I think Man City game can end in a draw. I'm predicting a draw because I think both teams, the historical beef they have for each other, they're going to step up and play their best. Because Man U, with Bruno waking up, can get results. Because Man City's defense is terrible at the moment. I think that's where the goals will come in. Also, because Man City's attack is awake, they can get goals too. So it's going to be 6 for tat. I think this is going to be like a 2-2, 3-3 draw. It's going to be a high scoring game. But I predict a draw.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, I think so. Which part? The draw or the high scoring?
The high scoring, I don't think Man U concede a lot anymore. I think they found some stability in their
Um,
structure.
2 goals.
Yes
2 goals is
and
not that
no,
much.
but the style he plays, right, Ayo, the style he plays, the back three converting into five at some time. That style with Amorim, it gives a lot of space behind the back three to penetrate.
Yeah.
So team like Man City that like to press and hold the ball, if they've not been quick, they've not been very fast this season, but if they can play much quicker, they can easily get behind Man U line, right? So I don't know if Amorim is going to push the line back this time around. I don't know if he's going to play his regular game, but there will be opportunity for Man City to have some joy. That's what I think.
But that also
People like
City don't play that though. They don't play those quick balls into the channels.
Yeah, they don't play those
They
balls,
play
but
very structured.
you don't want to like play toe to toe with City, right? And leave a lot of gap where you have folks like Savio and Doku to operate. If you do that, I mean Doku, what's his name? Dogu. The Dogu for Man United. I think he's quick as well. He's strong. He's new. He's hungry.
Yeah.
But it's going to be an interesting game watching Dogu if he plays on the left against Savio. If he plays on the right, we watch him against Dogu. You understand? But I think there will be a lot of joy for
the
Man City's winger, depending on who Pep decides to play.
But
There's a lot of space behind them.
I also think City are very, very, very vulnerable at the back. Very.
But what strikers? The strikers are not scoring goals, right? Oiland is not scoring.
Well, the only person scoring is Bruno. That's
why actually he's making the runs, but he's misfiring.
If Bruno steps up, Bruno scores from anywhere. So the thing is, Oiland and Cole don't need to score. If Bruno plays and he brings his A game, and City's vulnerabilities show up, I think they can get goals.
Okay, it's going to be very interesting, by the way. So I agree, it's going to be interesting. So Charles, are you saying it's going to be a draw?
Yes, I'm sticking with a draw. And when I said high scoring, 2 goals is not too much for Man U to concede. It's just one more than one.
Definitely not scoring, though. Definitely.
Onana decides to do some further.
Exactly, but Onana is unpredictable, so that's another story entirely. So 2-2 is high scoring because it's 4 goals, but 2 goals each is not so bad.
Expect a win from the noisy neighbors.
Ayo, what's your prediction?
I'm expecting a win from the noisy neighbors.
Okay.
Biodun, what's your take on this game?
Exactly.
I don't like Man United, so I'll give you a win to me.
I'm looking forward to us discussing this more in depth with the fans tomorrow, though.
Yeah,
looking forward to the fans.
Do you have one more game left?
Yeah,
that's right.
Newcastle.
Okay, Leicester, Newcastle. Do we need to take this?
Really
okay, I'll give you. I mean, I think we already said for the rest of the season, Leicester is not going to win. Now the problem is, are they going to score? Because they haven't scored, and we are now praying, really, like praying. Like,
well, we
serious
said they won't win. Oh, I thought it was the other way. Because if we say they won't,
it's not worse.
If they say
no. We all agreed. We all agree when we look at their remaining games. Like there's no way they will win any of these games. But we didn't expect them to not have scored by now, and that's the problem.
Okay, so I'll say this. Yeah. I think they will score 1 goal before the season ends.
Okay, let's talk about this game. Let's start Newcastle. Give me your prediction. Give me your prediction. Let's start Newcastle.
They will score in this game, though.
I don't believe so. Give me your prediction. I disagree.
This is not the game they will score in.
This is not the game they will score. Come on, it's Newcastle.
That's what I'm saying. They will score.
Yeah, that's why he said they will not score.
They will not.
Okay, they will not.
But they will score before the season ends.
Give me your prediction.
My prediction is 3-0 Newcastle.
Okay, Ayo.
4-0 Newcastle.
Oh, okay. All right. 3 plus 4 divided by 2, 3.5. 1 goal to Leicester, 3 goes to Newcastle, 3-1.
Oh,
and on this point,
here's the record for Leicester: 7 straight losses in the league, 0 goals scored.
Yeah.
0 goals.
That's
horrible,
terrible.
man.
That is terrible. It's not fitting of the Premier League.
It's one of the
Yeah.
worst records ever.
It's the worst record I have in recent memory. I don't
If
know
they
if
hit
there's
10 games,
ever been a
if
team
they hit
that
10
bad.
games without a goal, I think that's a record. I'm
Wow.
sure that's a
Okay.
record.
Okay, if that happens, is there a way to ban them from coming to EPL for the next 5 years? I don't care if they go to
You can't buy
Champions League
the
and
whole
win
team
Champions League.
because you have to
You
put it on-
can't.
No, they just need to be punished.
you have
They
to
just
put it
need
on
to
the
be punished.
manager
if that
because
happens.
when they fire the manager, a new manager can come and spot you.
I don't want to see
And
them in
change
EPL
things.
again.
I think what you want to say is
Anyway,
you don't
on that
want to
note-
see Van Nistelrooy manage anymore.
Exactly.
Because
I don't know who that is as a manager. I don't know who that is as a manager. I used to know who that was as a player.
Yeah.
But anyway, on that point, we'll bring it to an end for
Awesome.
this week, for this recording session, for this weekend games. Thank you very much for sticking with us. Please watch our videos, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys again. Thank you, guys.
Cheers.